When love turns to betrayal, revenge feels sweet until it destroys everything. These true stories reveal how payback becomes heartbreak. They wanted revenge for broken love, but fate had other plans. Real tales where betrayal leads not to victory, but to regret. Love and revenge have always danced on the same dangerous stage. When the heart breaks, reason collapses, and even the kindest soul can plot destruction. But revenge in romance never ends the way it begins. This is the story of when love turns dark, betrayal takes center stage, and revenge backfires, leaving behind only regret and lessons carved in heartbreak. It starts in Chicago with Emily Dawson, a bright, confident marketing executive who believed she'd found her forever with Ryan Cooper. They were the kind of couple people envied. Her drive matched his charm, and together they looked unstoppable. But behind Ryan's easy smile was a quiet dissatisfaction. He wanted excitement, something that felt forbidden. That's how he fell into an affair with Emily's best friend, Natalie. It was a secret that burned with thrill and shame, and it didn't take long before Emily discovered the truth. A late-night message, a forgotten phone, and the illusion shattered. Emily's heartbreak mutated into fury. She wasn't content to cry, she wanted him to feel her pain. So she planned her revenge with precision. She knew Ryan's company had just landed a major deal, one he'd been working on for months. Using her industry connections, she leaked details to a competitor, costing Ryan the project and nearly his job. At first, revenge felt delicious. Watching him stumble, seeing him lose everything, she thought that was closure. But it wasn't, because the satisfaction didn't last. Guilt crept in like smoke under the door. She realized she'd become something she despised. Someone fueled by hate, not love. Months later, she saw Ryan again at a coffee shop. He looked smaller, quieter, humbled. And for the first time, she didn't feel triumphant. She just felt empty. Emily's story reminds us that revenge doesn't heal heartbreak, it only deepens the wound. But revenge takes many forms, and sometimes it disguises itself as justice. In Austin, Texas, there was Jake Lawson and Claire Monroe. They met in college, both wild spirits who thought passion could conquer anything. Their relationship was intense, messy, and magnetic. When Claire left Jake for a musician she'd met during a music festival, Jake was consumed by humiliation. He didn't want to move on. He wanted her to regret ever leaving him. So he built a facade online, an anonymous account where he shared their private photos and twisted stories, pretending to be her jealous ex-lover. He thought it was harmless, just emotional payback. But when those stories spread, Claire's life unraveled. She lost her job and her reputation, and Jake realized too late that he hadn't just punished her, he destroyed someone he once loved. The guilt sent him into depression, and eventually he turned himself in. It became a cautionary tale of digital revenge, a reminder that one moment of spite can cause years of regret. In the age of social media, revenge spreads faster than remorse ever can. Not every act of revenge ends in tragedy, though. Some lead to self-discovery, but even then, the road is painful. In Los Angeles, Samantha Reed was a screenwriter who had always lived in her boyfriend Derek's shadow. Derek was an actor, charming and adored, and Samantha wrote his scripts, coached his lines, and sacrificed her own dreams so he could chase his. When she caught him cheating with a producer, she didn't cry, she wrote. She turned her pain into art, crafting a screenplay inspired by their relationship, twisting their story into a tale of a man consumed by vanity and betrayal. When the movie sold, Derek tried to sue her, but the story was fiction. Just close enough to truth to sting, but far enough to protect her legally. The film became a hit. For Samantha, revenge had turned into rebirth. But even then, she admitted in interviews that success didn't fill the void. I thought revenge would make me feel powerful, she said, but it just reminded me how much I'd lost trying to win someone who wasn't worth it. Revenge in romance often begins as a desperate attempt to reclaim control. Love, when betrayed, leaves people feeling powerless. But vengeance is an illusion of strength. It looks like empowerment, but it's actually surrender to bitterness. Psychologists call it the revenge paradox. You think it will make you feel better, but it locks you to the person who hurt you. Every act of revenge keeps the wound open. Even history is full of similar stories. Take the tale of Eleanor and Michael, a couple from Boston whose breakup made headlines in 2019. They were engaged for 3 years, and when Michael called off the wedding weeks before the ceremony, Eleanor went viral after selling her engagement ring online with a brutally honest listing titled, "For Sale, the Ring That Lied." She donated the proceeds to charity and became a media sensation. But years later, she admitted the viral fame brought her no peace. "People thought I won," she said, "but all I did was drag the heartbreak into the spotlight." Sometimes revenge isn't loud. It's a quiet decision to move on. But when you amplify it for attention, it comes back to haunt you. Modern romance thrives on social media, where every breakup can become a performance. People post glow-up photos, share breakup playlists, and write captions meant to sting their exes. But beneath the curated confidence, there's pain. And the internet never forgets. What feels empowering in the moment can look bitter in hindsight. As one relationship therapist put it, the best revenge is indifference. The moment you stop caring, you win. But that's easier said than done. Revenge feels active. Healing feels slow. Yet healing is the only path that leads forward. Each of these stories, Emily's betrayal, Jake's downfall, Samantha's rebirth, reveals the same truth. Love built on trust cannot be repaired by vengeance. When revenge backfires, it doesn't just destroy the relationship, it destroys the part of you that once believed in love. The irony is that revenge often proves your enemy still has power over you. Letting go, truly letting go, is the hardest kind of strength. So, when love turns sour and heartbreak burns, the most radical act isn't revenge. It's forgiveness. Not for the one who hurt you, but for yourself. Because forgiveness is freedom, and revenge is just another cage. Life is too short to live inside old anger. Move on, evolve, and remember, healing isn't about forgetting what happened. It's about choosing not to let it define your future. If this story resonated with you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more true stories about love, betrayal, and redemption. Your next great love story might be waiting just beyond the ruins of the last one.